Welcome to Marketplace with Charles, where dreams are turned into reality. Marketplace is brought to you by Art of Skincare. Art of Skincare, the company that brings out the beauty in you, as well as Kuwisa Lodge, situated at the heart of Mabalingwe Nature Reserve. If tranquility is what you're looking for, then Mabalingwe Nature Reserve is the place to be. But when inside Mabalingwe Nature Reserve, look for Kuwisa Lodge. Some people call it a glass house because the lodge itself is glass all over. And that has been specifically designed for you so that when you are sleeping in your room, you should enjoy the view through those glasses. I am Charles Ngobeni. On Marketplace, we empower and equip you with tools that you need to achieve your entrepreneurial dreams. Each week, we bring you insight from experts in different fields of business, from men and women of faith. Well, backed by popular demand, we again meet an author, speaker, and a sales coach. The demand and supply environment is an ever-changing one in this fast-paced world that we live in. With the advent of technology and the overabundance of competing products that we have in the market today, coupled with the counterfeit products that economies have to deal with, how much more challenge does this environment pose to the salesperson? How do you, as a salesperson, fit into the sales maze that keeps changing every other day? Or how do you sustain your profitability without compromising your standards of excellence in customer service and quality of products and service that they have to be offered? Because some of the people, in order to make more money, they compromise the standards. But how do you make it in life without compromising these standards? My guest will help us address some of these challenges. Well, Mr. Nkuna Themba.
Mr. Charles.
Welcome to Marketplace with Charles.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me here again.
It is my pleasure and honor to have a big man like you, a giant like you, well-spoken.
Thank you.
Just for the sake of the people who do not know you, I know some of the people now, they know you very well. I mean, you have been here before. Who is Themba?
So I'm focusing on high-performance sales coaching.
Yeah.
We're developing salespeople because of the realization that there's a lack of quality salespeople in today's environment and era. So we run a business called Sell Smarter, previously How to Sell Academy. Mm-hmm. So at some point we've underwent a rebranding process where we moved from How to Sell Academy to Sell Smarter. The purpose of this really is to equip salespeople with the skills, give them the arsenal that actually is needed to go out there and create value. Initially, I would have said, go out there and get business. But our approach is different because we feel that the role of a salesperson is not just to go out there and make money from the consumers or the customers. It's actually to go there and create value. If you create value, then you become what the client wants. And I love what you're saying, which maybe is something we'll touch based on later on. But now times have changed because things used to be that salespeople wanted quality customers, but we're now at a time where customers are looking for quality salespeople. So it's a change in role. So there's been a lot of dodgy salespeople in the market, and as a result, customers have now taken a step back to say, whoa, what's going on in here? So it's a competitive space where if you are a salesperson but you're not positioning yourself as a value provider or creator, you stand a slim chance of making it.
But my challenge with some of the salespeople, especially in the insurance industry, whenever they come to me to sell a policy, they're not even thinking of my livelihood. They're not even thinking of my future. All they're thinking is a commission that they'll make out of it.
I get what you're saying. I love that because I am actually working with guys in the insurance sector, and what you've just said right now, it proves why we exist. We exist for salespeople to actually help them understand these things. So if you really think about it, it's not only the guys in the insurance space, it's salespeople across different industries. And it boils back to my point where I said to you, if you are a salesperson, you need to think, how do I go out there and create value? Not only how do I go out there to make money. At the same time, I cannot take away the fact that salespeople are also in business. Salespeople are entrepreneurs, and they should be profitable in their activities. And as such, I'm not advocating that salespeople must go out there and just run charity organizations. They must have the idea that at the end of the day, I need to make money for myself, to sustain my living, and also to succeed in my own personal or business area.
Yes, but your introduction was so great.
Okay, cool.
Because in your introduction, you indicated nicely that it's not all about money. It's all about the service.
Exactly.
And if you give good service, then money should just follow.
Exactly.
Like if you come into any of my restaurants, I do not sell burgers.
Yes.
I sell speed and service.
Yes, yes.
And that's the reason why the till keeps on ringing.
I love that.
And it never stops because I sell speed and service more than I sell burgers.
Shucks, that's awesome. That's awesome. Let me give you a line which is very important, and someone watching this might want to make a note of this.
Yeah.
The person who goes an extra mile to offer more than what they are paid to do will be paid more.
Yeah.
The person, I'm going to repeat it, the person who goes an extra mile to offer more than what they are paid to do will be paid more.
Sure.
So that's about the position that we're talking about. So when we talk about the guys in the insurance space or real estate or the cars industry, it doesn't really matter. If you position yourself as someone who goes an extra mile and your customers can pick it up, that becomes now your differentiator. If me and you are selling the same thing and we approach a customer and what you do ends here and I take it a little bit step further, the customer is likely to choose me and build a relationship with going forward. And when I'm saying that, I'm reminded by the following. Sales is about creating relationships. It's about thinking long-term.
Yeah.
It's not a once-off transaction. And this is why this is where actually a lot of guys are struggling. This is what most people struggle with. They think selling is just a once-off touch. I touch you, goodbye.
And I love the salespeople who will give me a call on my birthday just to say happy birthday.
That's beautiful. That's amazing.
You know, just keep in contact.
Exactly.
On your anniversary, they say happy wedding anniversary. You know,
Yes,
who have
yes.
got all everything in their database about me.
Exactly.
Then I realize these people, they are not about my money. But
care about you.
They care about me first.
Yes, yes.
And then money starts flowing.
Yeah, so with that one also, I just need to caution someone. You need to be careful when you do that. It's not a routine thing, or it's not part of the process. It must be genuine.
Yeah.
It must be something you do because you feel you should be doing it. So it's not something that you do because it's a sales process that, okay, let me call, today is Charles' birthday, let me just call him and say happy birthday and move on. You must be genuine about the process, because otherwise customers can easily pick it up when you're pretending and you are just a lion in a sheep's skin type of a thing.
Yes, but do you know how many people wake up on their birthday and not even a single person, including their spouse, remembered?
Shucks, yeah. No, it's true.
Just to say happy birthday, have an awesome day.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to our discussion.
Okay.
Let us discuss the nature of competition
in
the sales environment and how should one deal with this competition.
Okay, so when you talk competition, I talk competition in terms of other service providers playing in the same space. Yeah, I love that. And in your introduction, you mentioned the role technology is playing. And I thought, wow, that's a nice one actually to talk about. What technology has done, it has broken the borders of a territory, of an environment. where if now you're trading in Gauteng, technology has broken those borders. You are now actually trading in all the 9 provinces of South Africa. But taking it a step further, you're actually now trading globally.
Yeah.
Because the guy who's going to disrupt your business and take your customers, it's not the guy who's sitting next to you. It's a guy who's sitting in India. It's a guy who's sitting wherever in the world. Technology has allowed that. The best way to handle competition. Sorry about that. The best way to handle competition really is to stay abreast of the changes in the market. But this is the most important one, actually. This is the most important one. But also depending on the space that you are in, you want to position yourself as an expert.
Yeah.
You want to give expert advice. You want to prepare me as a client for the future. You don't just want to deal with me right now. But if you show that you are aware of what's going where an industry is going, and you give me that advice, you are the first. Okay, so I'm taking a long route to answer this one.
Yeah, sure.
It's either you are first or last on the line. It's either you are first or last. And what you want to do as a salesperson, as a business person, is you want to get there first. You want to get there first, right? And once
you first want to break the news.
Exactly. And once you get there first, you want to make sure that you create value. You're not just there first and say, "Hi, I'm here. What happens now?" You want to get there and position yourself as an expert. I'll give you an example. With some of the guys that I'm coaching in the financial sector, I asked them a question: should I be putting my money right now in Time Bank, for example? Because I know that some 10, 15 years ago, I missed out on an opportunity to invest in Capitec, right? But now, am I in the same cycle again where here's a company where just been established? Am I now missing out on an opportunity again? As a financial advisor, what are your thoughts? What do you think about that? The guy who cannot answer that, I cannot trust. But the guy who will tell me, Themba, this is why I think you should invest in Time Bank now, because in the next 5 years, 10 years, predictions are. They could be wrong, but at least you must have an open view about where the industry is going. Or someone says, I don't think you should invest because of these reasons. So the best way to deal with competition really is you have to be capable. You have to go an extra mile and position yourself as an expert in the industry that you are in and provide valuable advice to your customers in order to help them better their situations and better their lives.
Let's say you pitch up and you want to make a sales.
Yes.
And they turn you down.
Yeah.
How do you handle a situation like that as a salesperson?
Okay, so maybe before I answer that question, let me ask you back the question. What do you mean by turning you down? What does turning you down look like? What does turning down mean? Because that's something also as salespeople we need to understand. You don't have to answer it. I was just
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So it's also an opportunity for someone who's watching this right now to think about what does turning me down mean to me, because I know a lot of salespeople, they don't like the word rejection. They don't like the word no, right? But for me, I find that no is actually it's actually awesome, right? It's very awesome because that's also an opportunity to now educate the client better. To answer your question, when you are being turned down, it's mostly because you haven't positioned yourself as someone who can bring value into the customer. And therefore, when you are being turned down, it's actually the customer's way of saying, I don't understand what you're saying. But now, instead of probing further to say, Charles, give me more information on what you're talking about. Because sometimes people are busy, they don't have time to teach you how to sell to them. Then the next best thing is just to say no. But that's part of sales, actually. That's now when we teach people on handling objection, because objections come in different ways. It comes in a form of price. Someone would say your price is expensive. Someone would say call us back in 6 months. Someone will say we already have someone who's offering us the service. So all those type of things, you need to have a comeback strategy. You must have a comeback plan. So if someone turns you down, it is your job as a salesperson to dig deeper and find the hidden objection. Why are you saying no? If now I'm selling you something, if I'm selling something to you now and just say, Themba, no, I'm not interested, I can just pack my things and leave. and say, thanks, Charles, for your time, you're not interested. I need to ask you a question, Charles, if you don't mind. I'm just interested in understanding more why you are saying no. Is there a specific reason that I should be aware of, right? And also, if you're willing, you'll come back, you'll now say, Sharks, okay, it's because of this, it's because of that, it's because of this. Then I'm now at a better position to now come back. Okay, are you saying to me you are not buying to me because it's expensive? What if I said to you we can arrange a payment plan? Those type of things. So instead of you paying me 100 rand right now, would you be willing to pay me 35 rands or 33 rand for the next 3 months? All those type of things. So usually turning me down, it's a reason to say I don't get the value behind what you're selling to me.
But some of the people, they're not really honest. You know, I remember when I grew up,
Yeah.
you know, all the salespeople, they will walk on the street.
Yeah, yeah.
And they will knock at my house. And my mom will say, no, we don't have money. But the issue was not about money. Money was there.
I love that.
And once you say, I don't have money, you're creating a false hope because the person will keep on coming and coming and coming and coming.
So the opening time you'll have money.
Trying to find out if you have got money. And yet, you know exactly you do not want this product. Or sometimes if she want, she'll say, go tell him that I'm not here.
and then sometimes you come back and make the mistake and say, she says I must come tell you she's not here.
So we're also not being honest.
I love that. So this is why now some guys who do door-to-door selling, when someone says, I don't have money right now, they say, it's fine, let me give you the product, I'll come get the money on the 15th. Some do that, you know, so now they leave the responsibility of finding the money with you. If you don't have money now, it's fine, Charles, but I mean, here's what I'm here to sell to you. I'll come get the money month end. Is it fine with you? So some like to do that, which is a risk on their side because now
a huge risk because
it is. Yes,
I ran a butchery the other time.
Yeah,
and it's in a rural area. People will come and buy meat from me on credit.
Yeah,
a month end they come and pay, but they take another meat. The following month they come and pay, but during the course of the new month they take another meat. So they keep on owing me, and they never come to a stage where they say no, now we no longer owe. And guess what? The day when they feel like not paying, they'll take money. They don't come to me. They'll buy from my competitor. And once they do that, I've lost them.
Okay, so I think what you're saying is perfect. It's brilliant. I love it because it gives us the chance to talk about this next thing. You have to know exactly who your target clients are.
That's it.
Right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes we are selling to the wrong market. We're selling to the wrong market. We're selling the right thing to the wrong market. So this is now when we talk about accounts planning, where you talk about client segmentation, right? You want to be sure that the person, your role as a salesperson, you want to make sure that you are sitting in front of a customer that has almost all the characteristics of the ideal customer that you want. Because if now someone doesn't have these things that you've listed here, maybe they don't have 50% or 60%, 70% of that, then that's a warning for you to say, this is not the client that you're looking for.
In other words, as a great salesperson, we should profile your clients.
Profiling is the word. But some might want to use the word qualification. You want to do clients qualification. You want to qualify your clients and make sure that this is a person who has the need for what you're selling. This is the person who has the budget, the money to afford what you are selling.
Let's talk about a great salesperson.
Yes.
How do they maintain their competitive edge?
Okay, so like I don't know if I've covered this previously, but then it's about reinventing yourself on a daily basis.
Yeah.
It's about understanding that you have to change. What worked today might not work tomorrow. And this is why someone said, what got you here won't get you there.
Yeah.
So what worked from here to there may not take you from here to there. And this is why you need to keep on developing yourself as a person. Times are changing. Even the universe is not standing still. Things are evolving. And
Very rapidly nowadays.
Exactly. So it will be naive for one to assume that where they are, what they know, is going to take them into the future. And remember, we talked about this at some point. The future does not mean 30 years from now. The future means the next 3 hours. The future means the next 24 hours. What skill do you need to carry on? What skill do you need in order to be competitive? And this is the one thing that I'm finding to be very important. It's about curiosity. The curiosity to learn more. So as a salesperson, you need to be open-minded and not just focus on the field that you are in. Know exactly what's going on in other industries, so that when you have, so let's say I am in IT. I'm selling IT solutions, whatever. It is important for me to actually know how IT affects the manufacturing space, how IT affects the health space, so that when I'm sitting with a health professional, I'm able to have a health type of a conversation in terms of where IT is going in that space. If I'm sitting with a security professional, I'm able to have a conversation in terms of how IT is affecting the security space. So curiosity is what I am finding for me to be the thing that salespeople must have in order to remain competitive in the space that we're going in, because the world now is open. So you also need to open your horizon and have a 360 view of what's going on around you.
Today we talk of a lot of social media platforms, which you have alluded to in the beginning. But what is the value of investing in such platforms nowadays? Because even if I look into most of magazines, their sales are going down. It's only Bona magazines whose sales is going up. Only Bona.
Okay.
Every print media, they're battling.
Okay.
And yet you still get people investing in such a magazine. What is the value of investing in social media?
So I mean, we can't run away from the fact that social media has created an opportunity, and such opportunity we can refer to as instant access to information at your fingertip without having to be at a specific place. You can actually have access to almost everything, no matter where you are in the world. But I want to go back and also talk about knowing who your target is. Because sometimes when it comes to social media, we must not confuse two things. We shouldn't confuse likes with impact. We shouldn't confuse likes with success. Just because you are actually getting lots of likes, but there's no commercial benefit to it.
I had a lot of adverts that I ran for my meetings. You'll have say 6,000, 7,000 likes. But the actual attendance is not that much.
So that's the most important thing, because for me, I find that social media, we must be careful again of that word social, right? Actually, I think we must find a way to add commercial in there. Social commercial media or commercial social media or something like that. For me, I'm finding that actually this technology platform is just an extended channel to have access to market in terms of promoting ourselves, promoting our services and products. So let's not do social media for just only for fun, but as a channel to expand our businesses and our brand awareness. So it is important right now that when you are a business, where you are investing in social media platforms, you also take one step back and say, what do I want to achieve from this? And the people that I'm wanting to talk to, in which platform do I find them? Because sometimes you can have 4 social media platforms in front of you. You find that the people that you're looking for are not on this one. They're on this one here. I don't want to mention the names. But you are spending so much time on this platform here.
Platform.
Exactly.
They are targeting the wrong market.
You are targeting the wrong market. No matter how good what you are saying is, no matter how good what you are selling is,
nobody listens to
you because they're not interested in that. They're interested in something else. So you also want to position yourself at the right platform where what you say, it's relevant to the people that you are wanting to talk to.
I hear you.
Yes.
You, as an expert, you wrote some books.
Yes.
How many books?
Okay, so I've got about 4 books. I'm doing my 5th one now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you just mention the title and tell me how can they get hold of these books and get hold of you if they need to engage with you?
Okay, so I wrote my first book titled The Truth About You, which is this book here.
Yeah.
This book is about personal development, how to overcome the battle in your mind. Because in 2012, I realized that one of my biggest or greatest enemy was myself. I was sabotaging myself. We are what we are today because of our habits.
Yeah, sure.
We are what we are today because of what we do, what we think, and what we believe.
Yeah, and the second book?
So the second book is Step Out from the Comfort Zone.
Yeah.
This is a book about going after your success. I mean, everyone has a dream, I'm assuming, or I am believing. Everyone has a dream, but only a few people actually make the jump to say, I'm going for it, and you must be committed fully, in or out. The third book, it's Never Give Up on God.
Yeah, the fourth one?
The fourth one is How to Pitch, Sell, and Multiply.
And how do we get hold of those books and you?
Okay, so my books are mostly sold during our workshops, but you can get hold of me by sending me an email, which is themba@salesmatter.co.za.
And I am Charles Ngobeni signing off on Marketplace. You can get hold of me on Instagram, Charles_Ngobeni. Facebook, you can go there and like me. You can go on my website, charlesngobeni.com. Well, see you next time, same channel.
The Power of Women Academy is a group mentoring program for high-impact women. Women who want to change their lives and their worlds and move on to the next level. Power of Women Academy is aimed and tailored at unleashing the passion and greatness locked inside you as a woman as you walk the journey of life over the mentorship period with our team of distinguished and well-accomplished mentors from all walks of life. Our mentors are indeed destiny helpers. These mentors come to inspire you. They come to encourage you, to challenge you, to teach you, to stretch you, and to empower you. They are committed to helping you fulfill your highest potential and help you birth your wildest dreams that have been placed in you by God. For more information about the Power of Women Academy, please visit www.powacademy.co.za or for inquiries, call 064 200 1545.